are only 2.5 pages, okay? Cameron, on the day you were born, while the world faced the sun, as a bright light shone from within you from the moment you arrived. From that day forward, I began to call you my sunshine. I knew then and still now that the world would be a better place because of you and the light you spread to all four corners of the earth. That day you were born, my heart whispered, let me follow you, let me lead you, let me protect you, and let me love you. I have, and you did. As time went on and as you've grown, I could see that you are filled with the knowledge of an old soul. You have a way about you that just can't be missed by anyone having the pleasure of spending even just a few minutes with you. There is clearly a light inside your heart which shines so brightly that it can be seen and felt by total strangers who have no qualms about telling you so. People gravitate to you because they feel it instantly. You have a sparkling personality to go along with that bright light in your heart. In addition, you're clever, very funny, and extremely witty. Your sense of humor dazzles and delights, and your cleverness has you captivating everyone with magic tricks, telling jokes, debating. Many have told me you should be a politician or an actor. And a rapper. Why not all three? You're an honor roll student and have a passion for the arts, acting, singing, and dancing. You have confidence to audition, perform, and compete. You've auditioned for and made it into all three of the following: Advanced Chorus, Inspire Show Choir, and Thespians Acting Troupe. In addition, you also auditioned for both phases of All-State Choir, a competitive statewide choir, and have passed the first phase. At the time of this writing, we don't know yet if you made phase 2. I'm not going to finish that paragraph, actually. Cameron asked me to let you all know that we found out Wednesday, unfortunately, he did not make it through on the second phase. I wasn't going to tell him until after today, but we decided to talk about it. But because Cameron is who he is, a true go-getter, he decided he's not going to let this setback cause him any heartbreak or give up on himself about something he's so passionate about. As he so eloquently exclaimed upon hearing the news, "Hey Mom, it's okay I didn't make it. Next year I'll prove to them they made the wrong decision." Cameron, you're so grown up. You have a sense of wonder that drives you to seek answers. You take things apart to see just exactly how they work. But putting them back together is not always so interesting or feasible. I fondly recall one such instance when I arrived home from work one day to find my mini USB mouse apart in a million pieces on the table. You hadn't known before you took it apart that that mouse was the only working mouse in the house because the one on my laptop stopped working just a few days prior. After that day, when I couldn't find various tools in the toolbox, I just knew it meant you'd taken something else apart to investigate. After the mouse incident, though, you were always careful not to break anything and to put it back together, Baruch Hashem. Within seconds after you were born, the nurse took a look at you and was calling you the next linebacker. I must be honest here. I secretly prayed you wouldn't have any interest whatsoever in playing football because I was afraid you'd get injured playing. I kept silent. I prayed and watched as you got interested in basketball, hockey, volleyball. Never once did you want to try football. Phew. Goodness. Cameron, I want you to know if there are any Gators games you want to watch, I'm perfectly fine with that. I have a whole box of earplugs to protect my ears from the shouting cheers and jeers. After all, you are the #1 Gators fan. Go Gators! Cameron, do you know you have the kindest heart of anyone I've ever known? No? Anyone. Do you even know how proud of you that makes me? As your mother, I'm lucky to have you for my son. You always think about the elderly, the less fortunate, children, and people who are ill. You often surprise me with your desire to fundraise, spread your love and cheerfulness about, and do kind, thoughtful, and unselfish deeds in this world. You're naturally chivalrous. I didn't teach you that. It's just your nature. When there's canned food drives at school, you're the first one in our pantry to bring the canned goods. When there's an opportunity to visit the sick and elderly, you ask to go. When there's money needed for a cause, you fundraise. You implemented a Go Green project in our community and got several kids in on it. You remember that? You designed t-shirts with Sharpies and spearheaded a volunteer operation of your group of friends, offering volunteer help around people's homes and yards for donations, which you then donated to Jewish Family Services to the food bank. Cameron, today is a day like no other. For today is the day you become a man in the eyes of the Jewish community. You're no man. You're 14. You know. There have been many months of study and patience through adversity, multiple changes in Jewish educators that were preparing you for today, and some very poor examples of behavior, foibles, and faux pas culminating in today that I'm really sorry you had to endure. You hung tough, strove harder, and made it through with the understanding of a true adult and handled yourself like a gentleman. You didn't give up. I'm so proud of you. You did it, baby. Oh, I mean, you did it, man. I know you'll continue as a fine pillar of society, a man of high morals, values, and standards. Sunshine, I have just a few final thoughts and advice to share with you on this very special day. I see you now as flowing on a river, as you chart your own course. I see you now greeting the promise of a new horizon, your wings set to soar to new heights untold. Think about what your life legacy will be, and live that life that will mirror your potential. Set your standards very high. Dare to stand alone. Get excited, dream it, and live it. Honor your principles always. Live freely but responsibly. Live like you mean it with passion and fortitude. Jump into life with all your being and participate. To life, l'chaim. Make friends but be your own best one. Love yourself. Believe in yourself. Forgive yourself and be proud. You're amazing. Never lose your sense of wonder. Always act on your inspirations. Safeguard your conviction that life is good. Have a life plan. Put effort into everything you do. When you wake up in the morning, expect that it's going to be a great day. Stay aware of things in your life to be thankful for and care about. Laugh and cry without shame. Never stop giving tight bear hugs. Have one. Don't be short on flowers in your life. Pick them and stop to smell them frequently. Buy them, keep them, or give them to ladies. Celebrate and acknowledge the small steps you and others around you take, for they bring forth huge leaps and bounds. Celebrate you, my sunshine, just as we're celebrating you today. I love you so much, Cameron. Mazel tov.